Hey guys, welcome back to Life Learning with me, Christy. For those who don't know about my channel, I attend Western Governors University studying my bachelor's in elementary education. I'm a full-time student. Today, I would like to share with you about how you can prevent procrastination as a student, especially if you're online, because it really can be tempting. I've had experience with being a procrastinator, and I just have to say that putting off so much work can really be more overwhelming because the more you have to do just creates a whole lot of stress and uncomfort. So, today I'm going to be talking about how you can end procrastination and just little ways that you can kind of help yourself as a student. Before I get started, procrastination is what happens when there's something that needs to get done, you need to do, and you just decide to kind of put it off. Um, you may have no motivation, you may have little energy to do whatever you need to do. You may have a fear of failing. You may have a condition like ADHD, or something else that just makes it a little more difficult to really, get it done. You also may have anxiety, depression, or you may just feel kind of overwhelmed already and you just really don't feel like getting it done. I've certainly been there many of times, but sometimes procrastination can be a good motivator. However, when it kind of like spirals out of control, then more bigger issues begin to surface. For example, it really drains our productivity as a whole. We become more stressed. That is something that you may want to watch out for. It really hurts your well being and makes you kind of dissatisfied with life, and your work becomes impacted as well because you may produce poor quality of it. So, the first thing that I would recommend is that you focus on showing up for yourself for just 10-15 minutes. Set a timer, just start small. If you feel like you're in the zone, keep kind of going and just add like another time increment at another interval. You can kind of chunk a large assignment down into like smaller pieces, or even reading material. Sometimes if I have to read like 14 pages, I'm not going to read that much an entire day. I know I'm going to break it down within a couple of days. Kind of gives me, more time to tackle that whole thing. And plus, I think it's just kind of insane to read that much just for me. I don't recommend reading that many pages at once. So, chunk everything down. Take breaks, stretch, stand up, exercise, do something for a little bit, walk around if need be. Check in with yourself throughout the day. So, what do you need right now? Think about your needs physically, mentally, even emotionally is important. This next one, study at similar times to the days and keep kind of to a routine. I'm not saying your routine has to be flexible because let me tell you, it's not. Sometimes life will throw you unexpected things that happen and you have to just kind of change your schedule. I totally get it. But if you're able to, try and be consistent when you're studying. Wake up earlier, keep a to-do list, use a weekly timetable. I use an app called OnWaves. I actually have a video about some of the apps that I kind of use. It really helped me to succeed as an online student. You can learn more about it here. It's a really a great app that just kind of allows you to use a daily timetable and provide some flexibility, especially if things have to change. Put quotes on your wall where you study the most. Make yourself feel proud. Remember, learning is a process, so just a little bit adds up to each day. Find whatever motivates you and use it. My motivators, I have roadmaps, which I'll put down in the description for you if you're interested to see them. I have rewards for whenever I finish a course. And I just like to start anew. I love the idea of completing a class and just starting a new one. So find what motivates you and implement it. Visualize how you will use the material when you go to your career. Try and take something from that course as well. No multitasking. You will be more likely to feel overwhelmed, which leads to putting things off, which leads to stress, and it just makes the whole situation worse. Don't multitask. No distractions. because it removes success from the equation. It removes your focus like quicksand. Your whole quality of work just dissipates. So no distractions. Turn off notifications for technology that you won't be using, but you can also do it for your computer as well, especially if you're kind of just in the zone. Say no to clutter and being disorganized, and say no to feeling like you can't ask for help or you have to do it all. Delegate if need be. Don't be afraid to ask help for in the workplace or the home as well. To make studying enjoyable, you have to not just motivate yourself, but you have to take care of yourself as well. So get enough sleep, eat healthy, before and kind of after, or even during if you need. Drink something refreshing. Don't overload on that caffeine. It will cause you to crash later. Some popular choices and favorites of mine include like tea, smoothies, water, and even juice. Listen to some study music. I find that listening to study music just really helps me to get in the mood, get me in the zone. Apple Music or Spotify has some great radio stations for music when you're wanting to focus. I like to have what's called a growth mindset. It means that I don't fear failure or making mistakes. I expect them to happen, but what happens is when I make mistakes, I learn from them. So don't fear failure. Remember that mistakes help us to grow and learn even deeper. Sometimes if I get like a task returned to me and I have to redo the whole thing, I find that the second attempt is better than the first attempt. So sometimes mistakes can be good things. Mistakes can lead to that success. I also like to remind myself that I can't do this yet. Emphasis on that yet, because I can't pass this test yet. I will be able to pass this test. Even though I haven't made it to that place at that moment, I know that that's where I'm going, and that really grows my mindset. Do whatever is needed to just kind of boost your self-esteem, your confidence levels. Ask for help from an instructor or from a mentor if you're feeling worried or anxious about a class or something that's upcoming. I like to read inspirational quotes and just kind of, dance it out, get all those jittery nerves out. Really change your action steps towards your goals helps as well, because the outcome is still important and you really need to have that goal, but you can change your action steps if need be. You can also rearrange that timetable that we talked about and set a goal that's not too easy, but really challenges you. The last thing that I recommend is that you change your scenery. Go to a library, public space, coffee shop, a park, or just another room in your house, honestly. Just changing your scenery really helps to support yourself. Set out your material for the next day or the next session, whatever that is. Make weekly and monthly deadlines, and prioritize tasks just to know what's most important to kind of focus on. Do the hard task first and change your perception of yourself. Remove limiting beliefs about yourself. Visualize where you see yourself. And this kind of goes back to creating goals. You could also create a vision board as well. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope I was able to help you with ways of how to end procrastination as you work towards your degree. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Hope you all have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.